Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is artist Ren McKinzie.
Hey, what's going on?
It's an absolute pleasure and blast to have you here, sir, and we thank you for being a part of this episode.
Not a problem. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
Of course. So let's get right into some questions. What exactly drew you to become an artist? Like, what was the point that you decided this is something I want to do and pursue?
Specifically, I've drawn ever since I can remember, but specifically, seventh grade, I was introduced to comics from a friend of mine that I still am in contact with, and he was an artist. He was from Michigan, and he had moved here to Virginia and introduced me to the world of comic books. And before that, my biggest love and passion for art was Greek mythology.
Wow.
I was drawing a lot of Hercules and Thors and all that kind of stuff. And Boris Vallejo artwork was a big influence on me when I was younger. And before I got into comic book art, and like I said, that was 6th, 7th grade. So yeah, that's what got me into saying, okay, this is what I want to do forever. This is what I want to do for a living.
It's very interesting because that's about the time that I was interested in art, and I started taking an art class. And I also used to do it on my homework. Like I put a drawing with the homework, trying to get the extra credit points.
I know what you mean. I was drawing on everything. My tests, my homework, all my notebooks were filled, and I would run out of paper extra early.
I remember. So moving forward till now, is there a certain type that most fans want you to draw, like a certain comic book type or character?
I can't say there's a certain character or anything like that. I have become here recently, as far as my commission list, more females. And normally it's Punisher style, and I've got more of a gritty-ish style. So it's kind of strange for me, but when I do my renderings, I do a Women Wednesday. I practice. It's more of a practice for me to draw the female characters and female forms, which is harder for me than drawing a male character or a monster character or anything like that. So it's more of a practice for me, but I feel like I'm getting a little better. So recently it's been female characters, I think. Yeah.
Is there a certain character that comes to mind when you knew, like, hey, I can do this, I can sell this, when you were drawing?
I've always been into barbarians. I don't know if you noticed, I'm a big He-Man fan. I've always been a big Conan fan, a big Red Sonja fan. I think Red Sonja, I still have a piece that I sell as prints, and it's Red Sonja. And for years, she has been one that I have not been able to take out of my print list. Every so often, I'll retire a piece, and I still get lots of requests and lots of sales for Red Sonja. So barbarian style and barbarian figures are yeah, that's one of them.
That's awesome. I definitely need to take a look at some of those Red Sonja prints. I remember, I think it was at Three Rivers when they had the I want to say maybe the graphic artist Amy Chu.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I would definitely like to see like her artwork and your artwork and compare.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. She's way better than me, I think, but
we'll see.
yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. So yeah, yeah, I'll take care of it.
um, so when this whole pandemic started, was there concerns like, because I know you sell a lot of it at conventions, like how
Right.
am I going to sell my artwork? Or did you find other avenues or venues where you could sell your artwork during this quarantine time?
Yeah, like most artists, I think we had to adapt. Um,
Mhm.
the abrupt stopping of the shows really hurt a lot of artists,
Right.
especially in the beginning. Um, I was fairly fortunate. I think I have a fair friend. I don't like saying fans. I have a fair friend base, and I was able to get online and still sell my artwork and still be able to garner commissions to um, be able to keep moving forward. So I don't I don't know if it's slowed me down a lot. Obviously, it slowed me down a bit, but it's I've still been able to survive and move forward and been able to continue my artwork. So I've been very fortunate in that regard. So I'm really happy still. I am glad that conventions are coming back. You
Yep.
know, it's one of those things where you don't like sitting at home by yourself all the time. And like I said, I do my renderings, and it's really a one-way conversation because I'm having to read the comments,
Right.
and I'm not a big fan of one-way conversations, right? So it kind of sucks, but I'll be able to see people soon, and a couple of shows I've done so far have been amazing, and being able to see people and seeing my friend base and have that interaction is wonderful.
Well, certainly wish that you continue much success selling your artwork virtually and physically in person at conventions.
Thank you, brother. Thank
um, so I know you mentioned like being a He-Man fan. Do you have a favorite He-Man character?
you. Skeletor. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without question. It is absolutely Skeletor. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a huge Skeletor fan.
Have you
I love
seen?
villains all around, but Skeletor is the most amazing
Oh
villain
yeah.
ever. Yeah.
Have you seen the Christmas special with He-Man and them, and Skeletor
Yeah.
saves the kids, and the kids try to hug him, and he's, I
He
don't
doesn't
like
want
it, you know.
to. I want to be good. Yeah. I want to be evil. Yeah. Yeah. Very classic line. Skeletor's my guy. That's how I am. I don't like Christmas. I'm not a big holiday person.
Yeah.
So that made me giggle a lot.
Oh yeah.
That line made me giggle a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think I've always enjoyed Skeletor, and then Man of Arms was always my favorite.
Yeah. His color scheme is amazing to me. A lot of the for me visually, um, they resonate easily. Their color schemes are so iconic. And he's one of those that bold green and yellow is just amazing, and he's a good character as well. He's a good character in the story, and his look is awesome too. Yeah,
Yep.
and he's definitely one of my top five for sure.
Is there do people often want you to draw like any kind of like their favorite character through their childhood, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, GI Joe?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. A matter of fact, I just recently did I did a updated version of Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
Oh, there you
So
go.
yeah, it's a huge variety of characters, and I think I get a lot of He-Man and 80s and 90s cartoons, requests, because I do draw those a lot. But I've had people ask me to draw the Phantom,
Okay.
older gentlemen who like that pulp era comics and serials. So yeah, people love requesting their favorite cartoons and comic characters. Absolutely.
I think that's amazing, because then that's a way for you to connect with them, and they can reflect on their childhood, and it's a good experience, and then you get paid too. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you ever? I know he's been at Steel City Con. Have you met Tom Cook?
I've spoken to Tom once. I was actually wearing one of my He-Man shirts, and we were walking past each other, and he commented on my shirt, and we spoke very, very briefly. But I have been to shows where he's been to, but no, as far as having any type of real conversation with him, I haven't. I think I am friends with him on Facebook though, but we don't have any conversations. No.
Yeah.
he's up there, man. Yeah.
Damn, ain't you. So what is the next project that you're going to be working on?
I am currently doing a special cover for Victor Dandridge.
Okay.
I am doing a universe creation for another gentleman. I can't really give away any of his information right now. Everything's still kind of building. And so those are the two things right now that I'm working on. I'm also in the process of writing my own self-published first issue book. And hopefully I will have, at the very least, the pages laid out for that by the end of the year. And I want to have the first issue out and ready for the first quarter of 2022. And I'm excited for that one. So we'll see how that comes out.
All right. Yeah, just keep me up to date, and any new things, let me know, and I will definitely promote within the group page.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. very much.
Now, you've also told me that you are a collector. What is your favorite thing to collect?
I collect action figures outside of comics. I'm a huge, like that big case back there. It's full of comics from my childhood to current. But outside of that, action figures. I love action figures. I've got a wall full of them. I've got boxes and bins full of action figures. So I am a sucker for action figures. There's some new ones that I've gotten into, but 80s and 90s era when I was a kid, those are my crutch. So yeah. Action figures, absolutely.
Is it like if you go to the kitchen, you pull a drawer out, the action figure comes out, or is it not that?
Something might pop out. You never know.
Knives around here somewhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, man. They're literally popping out everywhere. So yeah, I'm that guy.
Well,
I'm definitely that guy.
I'm the Funko Pop guy. So if you open my cabinet, oh, there's a pop. There's the sugar I need.
I've got a few of those as well. I'm particular about mine, but of course, I have all the Masters Universe ones, and I have Thunder the Barbarian and any 80s movies. They're so vast. So you can almost find a Funko Pop for anything you're into.
Right.
So I'm super particular, but I've got a bunch of them myself. So I understand.
I have the Red Sonja Funko Pop.
I've got that one in the Conan one as well. I had to get those. I absolutely had to get those. Yeah, yeah. Do you have the blood splattered one or the regular one?
I had the blood spatter one.
Yeah, I had to get the regular one. I got the regular one. Yeah, yeah.
I made something like, oh, well, I need it. Like there was some debate I had.
Yeah. The debate was so fast, you didn't even know you were having one, right?
Yeah. It was already in the bag, and I go, what? Oh, whatever.
It jumps in there. It's like, yep, you're taking me home. I'm yours. You're like, all right. Gotta find a home for you now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
The last one I got was Monterey Jack from Rescue Rangers.
Oh, nice. Did they do the whole set of those?
They did. They have him and I think Gadget and Chip and Dale, and I got Jim Cummings to sign on it.
Nice. That is nice. Yeah, I don't have the only figure I have signed is Skeletor. I have Oppenheimer, the original voice for Skeletor.
Oh yeah.
He signed my package. And I have that one graded. It's the only graded piece I have. And it's up there. It's one of my favorite pieces.
I can only imagine if they made one from the Never-Ending Story, like a Falcor, it'd be like this big.
That is my favorite movie.
Oh my!
That is my all-time favorite movie, Never-Ending Story. Yeah,
such a good story, and
it's an amazing story.
I think the convention I'm going to next, Noah Hathaway's supposed to be there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That'd be nice. That would be nice.
So
get everything signed.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I have that, and then I have one signed by Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I've got some artwork signed by, I can't remember his name now. I can't remember his name. One of the Ghostbusters.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. There he is. Yeah, I've got it's one of my art pieces, one of my prints, and I gave him one, and he signed one for me. And wow. Yeah, he was a really nice guy, really, really nice guy. And it was fun. It was fun talking to him for a couple of minutes. So yeah.
When I met Aykroyd, he had his own bottle of vodka that he sells.
The skull one.
Yeah, the skull one.
I think I have. A friend of mine gave me that bottle because I'm into skulls. I love skulls too, and I didn't find out until much later that it was Dan Aykroyd's brand.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, I have that bottle. Yeah, it's empty, of course.
Mine's half full. But we had the line, and the line was all the way out on the sidewalk, and I just remember you could get the bottle signed and one thing signed, and I got the Funko Pop and the vodka.
Nice. That's wonderful, man. That is wonderful. See, that would be something really cool, because they don't make very many appearances.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Is there anything else you would like to promote or plug before we wrap up?
Absolutely. My art book.
Right there.
Yeah. So, my art book. I did a Kickstarter this past year during the pandemic, and it's 100 and some odd pages. And if anybody wants it, just inbox me. They're $40 plus shipping, and then they're signed and go out to you guys.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this episode of Dan-A-Plooza. I'd like to thank my guest, Ren McKinzie. Keep watching Dan-A-Plooza. Our final guest will be Ann Gefellers-Mason. She's an author, and she has a Civil War story to talk about. Go ahead and end.